Welcome to First Aid Airgun. I'm your host Lou, and a couple of weeks ago I was on a COVID lockdown and I tested Crosman Piranha Pellets at 10 yards. Had pretty good results at 10 yards, decent expansion. They are harder lead, so they weren't like blowing open like a Hades or a Destroyer, but decent expansion, but it is a tougher, harder lead. That being said, we're going to stretch them out to 25 yards today. We're going to use two brake barrels. We're going to use the Gamo Magnum at 25 yards. And then after that, we're going to test it out with the Benjamin Titan. Figure we'll use Crosman on Crosman product as well. So let's get started with the Gamo Magnum 22 caliber. Let's check it out. Whenever you're ready. There we go. Gamo Magnum 22 caliber shooting Crosman Piranhas. 5-shot group.
Kimmer!
Alright, the entire group was 2.5 inches. But if you look at the bulk of the group, you're looking at about 1.25 inches, which isn't that bad. And 3 out of the 5 end up being covered up by 1/4. So not too bad. Not the best, but not too bad. 14.3 grains may be a little light for the Gamo Magnum.
14.3 grain Piranha.
And even at 25 yards, that pellet zinged right through the gel.
I have the power!
So what we're going to do is put a little rock
right
behind it there and see what happens. See if we can catch the pellet. All right. All right, we were able to catch the pellet after it hit the rock. We did get good expansion there. Usually I shoot just into gel, but since it hit the rock, it flattened out nicely. Alright, it wasn't the best accuracy with the Piranha pellets out of the Gamo Magnum, but I think it's because they shoot those pellets so fast they're too close to the sound barrier if they're not breaking it sometimes. So you want to be ideally below 1,000 feet per second with a pellet. That being said, pretty big group overall, but if you take the bulk of the group, not too bad. 1.25 inches, 25 yards, 3 of them covered up by 1/4. Pretty good for me, and it was a windy day. That being said, we did get some deformation after we took a second shot into the gel, and now we're going to check out the Benjamin Titan at the same distance, and let's check that out now. .720. There we go. Titan 25 yards Piranha pellets. A little bit better results out of the Benjamin Titan, looking like 1.5 inches center to center. We're getting a lower velocity there, so I think that has something to do with it. And there you go, almost covered up by 1/4, got 3 out of 5. But check this out, I had a Miller Lite with me, and you can get 4 out of 5 with a Miller Lite bottle cap. Check that out. Yep. As you can see, we shot through the gel, and the gel was able to capture it. Not a whole lot of deformation, but that was to be expected with a lower power and not hitting anything solid. So what are we thinking of the Crosman Piranha pellets? I like them so far. 10 yards, we tested them a couple weeks ago. They did an excellent job. We was in lockdown. We were able to get out to 25 yards today with the Magnum, which I think they shot those a little bit too fast, so they weren't as accurate. I think with a heavier pellet, the Magnum would have shot a little bit better. But we were testing the Piranha. Went to the Benjamin Titan, shot in the 700s, Had a little bit of a tighter group, 1.5 inches at 25 yards. That's pretty good for a break barrel, especially in the windy conditions. Wasn't quite able to cover up that whole group with a quarter, but we did try and almost get it with a Miller Lite bottle cap. That was fun trying to get that measurement there. And all I can say is overall these Crosman Piranha Pellets do a pretty good job. They did get the painted pellets treatment.com from my buddy Andy Gray. I'll leave a link in the description down there below if you want to check him out. But overall, the Piranha Pellets doing a pretty good job. Everybody, I hope you dig the video, got a little information, and I'll catch you all next time.